Nowadays, we find so many people who are striving to be successful. Everyone wants to be successful. And we see it on social media. And even around us, it's not just limited to social media anymore, but we can see it all around us. We see it on the streets, we see it at our workplaces, we see it at the schools, all over the place. The one person always wants to be better than the other. And if you compare to the 80s and the 90s, we are living in a time where it's even worse. Most people look successful, but they really aren't. Most people look successful, but they are struggling. They are really struggling. People look successful when they get paid. People look successful when they have money, but that money doesn't last, and you cannot build success on money. It's just not the way that it works. Some people believe that when you have money, you are successful. When you have things to show, then you are successful. And that's really a small portion of it. Success starts in the mind. If you can be successful in your mind, you can be successful in every area of your life. The thing about the mind is that nothing bypasses the mind in our lives. If somebody has a miserable life, then it's connected to their mind. If somebody is sad, it's connected to the mind. It's connected to the mind, it's connected to the emotions. If somebody is depressed, it's connected to the mind. It may be connected to a trauma or something, but at the end of the day, it's connected to the mind. Some people go through stuff that's unthinkable that other people do to them. That's not the most important part. The important part is not the trauma that you go through, but getting to the other side of that trauma. When we look at the mind, we see that the mind decides at the end of the day. I've seen so many people who has greater potential than I have. They are just not making it. They are always stuck. They are stuck in a rut. You don't want to be stuck in a rut, because when you're stuck in a rut, you do the same things over and over again. You do something great, you do something wonderful, but there's always something that will keep you back. There's always something that prevents you from getting that breakthrough. Many people, especially in churches, they talk about your breakthrough is close, you're gonna get a breakthrough. But when you look at the lives of those people, you find that they are so far removed from breakthrough. That breakthrough that was prophesied or spoken over their lives. There's something else also that the Bible says. The Bible says that, be thou transformed by the renewing of your mind. Ever wonder why so many Christians are struggling and they are so poor? It's because they never learned to transform their mind. And that is important, the transformation of the mind, the changing of the mind, the renewing of the mind. Basically, it's about getting another mindset, getting a new mindset, and discarding the old mindset. When we talk about discarding of the old mindset, when we talk about the renewing of your mind, then we're basically talking about a new thought pattern. Everyone needs a new thought pattern if you want to be successful. When you are born, then these thought patterns are created in your life. And when you are in a toddler, your parents build, the teachers build on that thought pattern. In your teens also, it changes a little bit. In your 20s, it changes. But what you will find is that some people never change. That person has the same mindset in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. It's like you've seen the person 10 years prior, and now you meet the person again, and you think to yourself, that person is exactly where I left them. They are doing the exact same job. They wear the exact same clothes. Most importantly, they have the same mannerisms and they talk the same. Nothing really changed for them. When you want to change your mind, you want to transform your mind, you need to consciously do it. Somebody once said to me, I've been walking for 20 years to work, but yet I don't lose any weight. And you know, I read a study, and in the study, they discovered something interesting. They said that exercise only has a benefit on your body and your mind if it's done intentionally. So when we talk about changing your mind, we are talking about you intentionally doing things that will help you to transform your mind, that will help you to change your mind, that will help you to renew your mind. You know, it's not just I'm going to read this book, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to change, or I'm going to be a changed person. It doesn't work like that. You need to be intentional. You need to be disciplined. You need to have a goal. You need to know where you are going. You need to have a vision. You need to set goals, and you need to purposely work on those goals and take things step by step, because change is inevitable when we are intentional.